Today's horoscope, Libra September 9th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. With today's moon, you're seeking some predictability and comfort. This is the time of the lunar month when you'd prefer to keep things simple. However, today's transits include minor challenging aspects that can be annoying but manageable. Distractions are plenty, or you are more sensitive to them. Watch for making too much of an issue, as many of the things coming up today can have little significance or importance later. Try to avoid the tendency to focus on problems that make you tense. It's not about avoiding them but taking a step back to see them differently. Enjoying a short escape can be just what you need, especially from overthinking. A very nuanced and subtle shift begins as of today. This is because Pallas, the asteroid tied to courage and wisdom, dances into the zodiac sign Sagittarius. While our luminaries and planets bring our most potent energetic shifts, the movement of asteroids is subtler. Now and in the weeks ahead it is a time to embrace further self-expression, spontaneity, enthusiasm, and discovery. The best way to embrace more that life has to offer could be through learning, travel, or opening up to vast, expansive experiences. Embrace these concepts and allow your mind, spirit, and energy to grow. Take a step back to reflect on what has changed in your work life. The last few months could have led to several significant changes in your job. You should consider what may happen next when the Sun in Virgo opposes Saturn retrograde in Pisces. A change in hierarchy, responsibilities, or even your overall position may occur. It is time to consider how you want to respond to these potential changes coming up at work. Quietly consider your next steps as you come up with a plan of action. Try to see two sides of every issue today. The cosmic energy may lead you to the mirror, where you may be tempted to be scrutinizing and unforgiving. Be gentle with yourself. Remember that it is what you tell yourself, and not what others say, that most affects how you feel. And you feel good if you accept yourself as you are and do your bit to stay healthy. You may use this energy to recognize and appreciate what works in your life. If your legs work, use them. The vibrations of the day are going to tend to destabilize you. You are going to have to go with the flow even if the going is a little rough. However, you should think about your behavior with your family and friends. Try not to beat them over the head with your convictions. Take time to listen and weigh the pros and cons of a situation and stop acting on impulse. There may be a slowdown in your professional life. While the moon makes its routine monthly visit to your income sector, which occurs every 4 weeks and can sharpen your financial instincts, this timing offers additional advantages. The moon's favorable alignment with Saturn in your work sector coincides with the sun testing how effectively you balance work and relaxation. This combination boosts your confidence and helps you identify lucrative opportunities, enabling you to work smarter. Additionally, Mars' presence in your career sector for the first weekend serves as a timely reminder of these benefits. Venus, the planet of love, has only been in Libra for 9 days, but most of the insight needed for her mission to update your romantic and relationship desires and expectations for the coming year has already been banked. Venus was here during Pluto's final days in your romantic sector, and as Mercury, the planet of communication, was spending the majority of the last 7 days at a friendly aspect to both planets in your relationship sector. Daily Planetary Overview. On a more personal level, today could stir up feelings of attraction and longing that are hard to ignore. You might find yourself desiring a deeper, more sensual connection in your relationships. It's completely natural to crave intimacy, to want to feel close to someone both physically and emotionally. These desires are part of our human experience. But if you're feeling indecisive, that longing can quickly turn into anxiety. Have you ever felt torn between your deepest desires and the fear of making the wrong choice? It's a tricky balance, and today, you might find yourself wrestling with those very emotions. If you've ever been caught in that push and pull of wanting something but being unsure of how to go about it, you're not alone. Today might bring those feelings to the surface, nudging you to confront them. It's okay to take your time with these. There's no need to rush into decisions just because your emotions feel heightened. Have you noticed that when you give yourself a moment to pause and reflect, the right path often becomes clearer? One thing to watch for today is the temptation to overindulge as a way of coping with these intense emotions. Whether it's food, drink, or distractions like mindless scrolling, it's easy to turn to these comforts when you're feeling uncertain. But staying calm and resisting those impulses is your best bet for managing your feelings in a healthy way. If you find yourself reaching for that extra slice of cake or contemplating a purchase you don't really need, pause for a moment. Ask yourself if this is truly what will make you feel better in the long run. Often, what we need most is just a little space to breathe, a moment to reflect on what's really going on beneath the surface. Despite these emotional challenges, there's also a powerful sense of mental and physical strength running through you today. This is an ideal time to tackle those tough decisions you've been avoiding. Maybe there's been something weighing on your mind for a while, a choice you've been putting off because it feels overwhelming. Today, you have the clarity and courage to face it head on. Take your time to carefully consider all the details before coming to a conclusion, but once you've made your decision, trust yourself. Have you ever made a tough choice, and even though it was difficult, you felt a sense of relief afterward? That's the kind of energy you can tap into today. Once you've made up your mind, stand by it with confidence and avoid second-guessing yourself. On the professional front, your energy and courage are at an all-time high. You have everything you need to achieve your ambitions, but proceed with caution. It's easy to get sidetracked by intricate details that can seem interesting but ultimately distract you from your main goals. Have you ever been so focused on one small part of a project that you lost sight of the bigger picture? Today, try to approach things in a level-headed and sensible way. By concentrating on the most important tasks, you'll avoid unnecessary delays and reach a successful outcome more efficiently. Challenges may arise, but remember, not every difficult situation is as critical as it seems at first. When you're faced with what appears to be a crisis, take a deep breath and react calmly. Emotions can easily flare up in stressful moments, but if you allow yourself to stay grounded, you'll notice that most disturbances blow over without causing any real damage. Have you ever found that after taking a step back and giving yourself some space to breathe, what seemed like a major problem wasn't so overwhelming after all? Today is a reminder that you have the strength to handle whatever comes your way. Just stay calm and collected. As you go through the day, take a moment to check in with yourself. How are you feeling? How can you navigate today's twists and turns with grace? How can you balance your enthusiasm and dreams with a grounded, realistic approach? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. How do you handle unexpected surprises in your life? And what steps are you taking to turn your dreams into reality? Feel free to share in the comments. Today is full of opportunities, so embrace it with an open heart and a steady mind.